Things are not looking good for Coinbase. We are going to dig into what exactly is going on with Coinbase on today's Frugal BC. What is up, guys? Frugal BC. Welcome back to the channel. And today we are talking about what on earth, what the beep is going on with Coinbase. Family channel, what can I do? Things are not looking good for Coinbase, and some of the same things that seem to be plaguing, I don't know if I wouldn't say it's exactly the same, but we've seen a number of exchanges have some pretty big issues, but I thought Coinbase at least would be relatively safe from them. It kind of looks like that is not the case. I noticed Coinbase was trending at today, and I also noticed that the last couple days I've been trying to convert Bitcoin over to Algo to send it to the remaining Bitcoin I have on there to my Algo wallet, and it was not working. Interesting. And I tried selling that Bitcoin today, and that also did not work. With no explanation, like at the screen I got up made it sound like it was a fluke, but it's happened now 3 or 4 times in a row. So that makes me think not a fluke, there's something going on. But we're going to dig into what's going on today with Coinbase, because even for a lot of Algorand people, that's how you either got your Algorand. Some of you might have Algorand on there because they are paying rewards, it looks like. We're going to dive into that. But first, guys, love it if you'd hit that like button. And if you'd subscribe to the channel, you can see all our videos, which are about doing experiments on crypto and then telling you exactly what's going on. I don't cover anything up. I tell you everything that goes on with a project so that you can make an informed decision, because I think that's the way to approach crypto and frankly, to approach personal finances. You should always do the math. You should always do the experiment, and you should make decisions on your own. And I believe in informing you. So off my soapbox and onto, I guess, a different one. We're going to talk about Coinbase, and it starts with this story. So it comes starting off with this one from what's this, Cointelegraph? Yeah, Cointelegraph. Coinbase hit with 2 fresh lawsuits amid SEC probe. In both cases, plaintiffs allege Coinbase made fraudulent and misleading statements about the company's business, operations, and compliance efforts throughout the class period. Yeah, this is not good. So Coinbase is now facing increased scrutiny from regulators, with the company now becoming the target of multiple lawsuits. The San Francisco-based currency exchange, which is presently being investigated by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, now faces 2 additional legal claims from 2 law firms. On Thursday, New York-based legal firm Brader, Eagle, and Squire revealed that it would be suing Coinbase for making deceptive claims about its business practices. Pomerantz LLP has also filed a claim against the exchange, alleging that it is entitled to compensation for any losses incurred as a result of the defendant's violations of federal securities laws. The lawsuit was filed to compensate the plaintiffs. Now, what did they do? Well, here's where we get into it. Plaintiffs claim that Coinbase made fraudulent and deceptive representations regarding the company's business, operations, and compliance efforts between April 14th and July 26th, 2022. And here's where we get into the meat of it. According to the complaints, Coinbase neglected to disclose that clients' cryptocurrency was kept in escrow at Coinbase, making it part of a bankruptcy estate subject to bankruptcy proceedings in which customers would be treated as general unsecured creditors of the company. Now, does that sound familiar? This is what happened with Celsius. They shut down withdrawals because of a fear of a bank run, which I think is what Coinbase just did too, because I cannot get my stuff off of Coinbase. And I was planning to, like I said, I've been talking about this for about a week, 2 weeks, that I think it's a good idea. There's ways to get your stuff onto the Algorand blockchain and onto a private wallet. Now, you could just also get like a Ledger wallet. I detailed 2 ways to do it via Algorand, and I like that because I like my Algorand wallet. I like how it works. But there's other ways to do it, but I was very leery of having coins on exchange, and now it looks like that's going to come to fruition. And for the very same thing that's happening in Celsius right now is subject to this on Coinbase, because your stuff is held in escrow, so it's part of bankruptcy proceedings. I've repeated this multiple times. You've heard this a million times if you watched other crypto YouTubers. Not your keys, not your crypto. And that's what's happening. We're seeing that in reality right now. Furthermore, Coinbase reportedly refused to disclose that it permitted U.S. citizens to trade digital assets that, despite its knowledge and complacency, require SEC registration as securities. As such, lawsuits claim that Coinbase's public representations were always, to a significant extent, false and deceptive as a result of the preceding actions. So I think the really important part is the first one, the fact that your stuff is basically kept in escrow and that it's subject to bankruptcy proceedings. Should Coinbase become insolvent and go into bankruptcy, that's going to be really, really bad. And as these come as right now, as Coinbase is being investigated by the SEC for allegedly trading unregistered securities. So this kind of, I'm going to stop my share for a second. So this kind of goes back to this debate in crypto that I don't think has been settled yet. Are cryptocurrencies, are they securities or currencies? And the answer really is they're somewhere in between. It's really hard to make an argument for both. To say that they're just currencies, there's just simply too much speculation in the market to say that they're only currencies. However, securities are things that generally don't have value unless they're tied to a tangible asset. And cryptocurrencies are themselves a tangible asset made by the blockchain. So they're more akin to like gold or silver or something like that. They're not simply tied to the price of some other product. They are their own thing. So it's hard to say that they're actually a security too. They're their own thing, and so they need. If people are going to make regulations on them, they need to make them with that in mind. These are their own thing. They're not exactly securities. They're not exactly currencies. They're cryptocurrencies, and it's a whole new thing. And so we need whole new rules about how they work. It's kind of bothers me that there just aren't debates about that. There's debates about whether they're securities or not. I think that's the wrong question. People are asking the wrong question. The correct question is, these are a new thing, and how do we treat this new thing that doesn't fit the mold of past things? I'm using thing a lot. It is what it is. Let's look at some other ones here. So this on Cointelegraph, Coinbase asked U.S. Supreme Court to halt lawsuits connected to scams and Dogecoin. Based on this report, the exchange seeks to send the cases to arbitration after federal trial judges earlier rejected such requests. Great week for Coinbase, huh? Crypto exchange Coinbase has reportedly asked the U.S. Supreme Court, the highest level federal court, to send two recently filed lawsuits to arbitration, according to Bloomberg. Federal trial judges in both cases had previously rejected Coinbase's move to send the disputes to arbitration, which the exchange said was required under its user agreements. Coinbase is effectively appealing those initial decisions. And these are different than the ones we just talked about. So this one was Coinbase versus Bielski. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I should fellow Polish person there. So this was by Abraham Bielski, who lost over $31,000 after being targeted by a scammer who purported to be a PayPal representative and access to Bielski's Coinbase account. And the other one, Susky versus Coinbase, the exchange is accused of violating California consumer law by holding an allegedly misleading $1.2 million sweepstakes event involving a meme coin Doge coin, without including adequate disclaimers and disclosures about the nature of the sweepstakes. So that's good. They had that going on. That's not nearly to the extent of the one we just read about. And then this one, Coinbase and BlackRock cozy up on Bitcoin bandwagon. Coinbase and BlackRock announced a new partnership Thursday to allow BlackRock clients to trade and manage crypto in-house. The partnership combines services from Coinbase Prime and BlackRock's Aladdin, both of which serve institutional investors. Coinbase stock soared as high as 44% in intraday trading before before closing up 10%. The news is a breath of fresh air for investors to see the deal reviving crypto after a tough year. Well, wouldn't that have been nice for crypto and for Coinbase? And this was back, this is today too. So that's pretty interesting. Let's look at Coinbase stock a second. And it is up today, despite all these lawsuits. It is up 3.48%, excuse me, on the day. On the 5-day, it's up 31% and 36% on the month. So Coinbase, even while crypto is falling, the Coinbase stock has actually been doing really well, which is kind of crazy. But the thing I'm concerned about most is the fact that, and I wonder, I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this, but it can't be just me who's unable to get their crypto off of Coinbase. I think it's really disturbing. I was not even able to convert it to Algorand. I wasn't able to send it anywhere. I couldn't sell it. They wouldn't let me sell my Bitcoin, which is, it's really, it wasn't like, yeah, we've stopped trading, or it wasn't like there's something wrong with your account. It was just flat out, oh, there seems to be some sort of error that happened, try again later. It's like, yeah, I did try again a bunch of times later and it's not working. So Coinbase, you better get your stuff together. I'm a little concerned about what this means. And frankly, I'm on the mindset that the less I can do on exchanges, the better. Buy it. Now, what am I going to do when I have to buy? Like, I may actually probably do a video on how to buy Algorand directly. I've seen that some places have MoonPay. I think my algo has MoonPay integrated, so we're gonna dive into that, and we can do a video on that. So, curious about your guys' thoughts on Coinbase. What's happened with you guys? Have you guys experienced the same thing? If it's happening, like, we should all be talking about it. So that's it for today. Stay safe out there. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button and subscribe button if you don't mind. And as always, I'll see you in the future.